This video will show you how to apply for a teacher, principal, or professional development grant. Reminder that these grants are for next school year and recipients will be announced in May. To begin, visit edfo.org. Once in the home page, locate the Teacher Support tab near the top right corner. When the drop-down menu appears, select Grants. Be sure to carefully read about all three grants to determine which one best aligns with your proposal. At the bottom of this page, you will notice several questions to consider before you begin your application. You should also review the examples of well-written grants, as well as review the presentation on what the grant committee looks for when reviewing applications. The sample grants include the questions that you will be asked on your application. These samples will be very helpful in preparing for the application process. Once you've reviewed everything on this page, you will be ready to begin the application process for your teacher, principal, or professional development grant. On the left-hand side, you will see three green boxes. The top box says Teacher Grants, the middle box says Principal Grants, and the bottom box says Professional Development Grants. Select the grant for which you wish to apply. In this video, we'll show you the process for the teacher grant. However, the process remains the same for all three types of grants. Once you select your grant type, you'll be redirected to another information page for that specific grant. Please carefully read all of the information. It is important to note every guideline. Choosing not to follow the guidelines or not using the budget template provided could result in the disqualification of your application. The questions that will be asked on the grant application are available on this page. Please review and have your answers ready. You should also review and keep in mind the grant rubric when completing your application. The rubric details how each application will be scored for evaluation. You will also be asked to self-score your application at the end of the grant process. When you have reviewed the information and are ready to apply, select Teacher Grant Application, written in light blue in the middle of the page. This will redirect you to a Kaleidoscope, the web provider that hosts our grant application process. On the right-hand side of the page, you will notice a box with the Education Foundation logo, the title of the grant you are applying for, the submission date, and a button to begin your application. Click this button and the application will open. Note that applications open annually on or around December 1st, with a deadline for submissions of mid-April. From here, the application should be filled out in its entirety. Please note that if you are applying for a teacher or professional development grant, you must have the approval of your principal. If you are applying for a principal grant, you must have approval from the Assistant Superintendent of Academics. Failure to secure approval could result in disqualification of your grant application. As mentioned, you must use the budget template provided within the application. Failure to use this template could result in disqualification of your grant application. Again, remember that grant recipients are announced in May, and requests are funded for the next school year. Good luck, and thank you for the work you do to enrich the lives of students of South Bend schools.